Sir.
मैडम स्टार्ट कर।
Okay. Hello everyone. Good morning to all of you. A hearty welcome to our IC Principal Dr. Veena Sanekar, Vice Principal Dr. Satyavan Hanegave, Dean of the Academic Affairs Ms. Himali Sanghvi, Dean of the Research and Extension Dr. Atish Taukari, all the senior faculty members and my dear students. I welcome you all for the second day of the induction program. So let's start our day with a positive thought. मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। सिर्फ पंख से कुछ नहीं होता दोस्तों, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है। I, Mrs. Monica Sawant and CA Nilesh Agarwal are the coordinators for the Day 2 induction program. Prayers play an important part in our life. If you have faith, no prayers will go unanswered. So let's begin with our campus prayer. Now I request all the students and the faculties to rise for the campus prayer and request Mr. Nilesh sir to start with the campus prayer. Yeah, thank you, Nilesh sir. Before we start with the introduction of the department, students, let's follow some of the instructions. Please keep your audio and video off. If you have any doubts, put it in the chat box or you can ask after the session. Now we begin with our first department, Department of Commerce. I now request Dr. Dilip Palsapure, Head of the Department of Commerce, to orient our students about the department.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Monica, can you see myself? Your voice is not getting. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can see.
Okay. Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Dilip Palsapure, HOD, Commerce and Accountancy. Welcome to Somaiya World. It's a beautiful campus in the Mumbai city, and you will get a best education in this campus as a college. This college, it has been started in 1960. This is our college is the first college in the campus, and that is the oldest organization in the campus also. As a commerce, this is the biggest stream in the organization. Under that, you will get the study of law, EVS, means environmental science, accountancy, computer. Then there are many activities. Means up to the, whenever you will reach up to TY, you will get various subjects in your curriculum. That is an important thing. As an autonomous organization, we are changing some, or we are somewhat different than other colleges in Mumbai. And as the biggest campus, we are having a BCom course, MCom, and PhD also. I am also a guide, PhD guide in our college. As various activities run by our department, there are many that you will get introduced in this particular 7 days induction. Details I want to show on your screen. Just a second. I'm sharing my screen. This is about the department. You can see, you can take down also all these things. These are faculties. This is first myself, the another people in the department. These are the subjects in a various stream, means first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester, and up to sixth semester. We are having MCom also full-fledged in our college, which is having 4 semesters. These are the subjects you can see on the screen. These are some photos related to our department. These are our old faculties. Some are new one. Some previous heads, HODs of our department. Second photo, it is with Dr. Velukar sir, ex-Vice Chancellor of Mumbai University. Now, co-curricular activities. That is Commerce Association, Account Talent Hunt, and EDC. That is Entrepreneurial Development Cell. In detail, you will get the information in this induction by that particular concerned people. They will also come on screen and they will talk about there. I am giving just overall idea about the department. These are the activities we are running: ad making competition, posters, case study, management games, accounting talent, debate, group discussion, role play, and BPT visit for export student, those who are offering in TYBCom. These are the activities of Commerce Association. As I earlier said, you will all details about all these activities that concern people, they will come on screen and they will tell as per the timetable or schedule. This was our ex-principal, vice principal, and my colleagues, HODs. This is up to this. Just a second. As I welcome once again to you in this commerce world, and welcome once again to all of you. All the teachers, they are waiting for themselves. Thank you so much. Over to Monica, madam. Hello.
Participants, I think there's a problem with Monica madam's internet connection. So I request the next department head to go ahead.
This is a problem.
Yes, Ketki madam, you can start. दिलीप सर.
Yes.
हा, तुम्ही जरा लिव्ह कराल का? तुम्ही हे झालेत, होस्ट झालेत, त्यामुळे बाकीच्यांना तुम्ही हे नाही करू शकत. तिथून तुम्ही ऑपरेट करा. केतकी मॅडम आणि मोनिका मॅडम अनम्यूट करा.
अनम्यूट करू कोणाला? मोनिकाला अनम्यूट करू.
हा, केतकीला पण करा.
मी अनम्यूटच आहे. एक मिनिट हा, एक मिनिट.
नाही, कंट्रोल तुमच्याकडे गेलाय तो.
झालं का संदीप? बघ, चेक कर.
नाही, अजून नाही. तुमच्याकडे ऑप्शन असेल तर केतकी मॅडमचा आणि मोनिका मॅडमचं नाव असेल ना, त्याच्या समोर जा आणि तिकडे त्यांना अनम्यूट करा.
एक सेकंड.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dilip sir. Just now, Dilip sir has presented the journey of accountancy and commerce department together for past so many years. Till last academic year, 2021, both the departments were functioning together. And from this academic year, 21-22, now accountancy department is going to function separately. Accountancy being the practical paper in the entire commerce stream. And I guess the subject of accountancy is having maximum papers in the entire commerce stream as such. So we are functioning separately so that the theoretical concepts that we are going to teach you students in the classroom will, the knowledge can be enhanced by giving some practical training as it is possible based on the infrastructure that we get. maximum what we can say efforts will be put up by the department, so that your training as theory and practice goes hand in hand, and that will make you employable once you complete your graduation. Just give me a moment and I will start with the screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. There are nearly 8 faculties in the accountancy department who will be with time to time guide you throughout your syllabus, your internals, as well as the other activities that we are going to conduct in the department. The total number of papers in the entire accountancy subject for the 6 semesters are these many papers. I mean, each semester for first year and second year, we have 1 accountancy paper, whereas in third year, there will be 3 accountancy papers, compulsory papers for each semester, and 1 optional paper of taxation in the 5th and 6th semester. Now, friends, as I said, accountancy is the most practical paper in the entire commerce stream. There are various aspects of accountancy that you would like to learn with hands-on training, maybe accounting softwares like Tally, or maybe visits to various banks or financial institutions or stock market as such, various webinars or guest lectures by eminent persons from the industry as well as from the university, who will guide you and who will try to bridge the gap between the classroom teaching and the practical knowledge that you require for your forthcoming professional lives. So throughout the year, various activities we are planning in the form of guest lectures, webinars. We are even planning certificate courses. Time to time, the information will be informed to you through website as well as through your groups, WhatsApp as well as Telegram groups. And what visits I really doubt in this particular academic year, considering the pandemic for going on, whether we'll be able to do or not. But other factors, I do assure you that we will definitely concentrate on that, so that you guys don't miss out on learning aspects, even though there is pandemic which is going on. There should not be you should not have a feeling that we are not getting the things that we want to get, because we are stuck up with online teaching. In spite of online teaching, we are trying at the most to give you the entire knowledge that will be required for you. Recently, rather, we had a workshop on a resume building, wherein students were explained that how the resume should be built up over a span of 3 years. The maximum sessions you attend in the form of guest lectures, in the form of webinars, certificates that you get, or the certificate courses that will be introduced by various departments, various subjects, that will give you additional credit points, and it will help you out when you clear your graduation. Those credit points, those certificates will enrich your resume, and this will help you out now, not only in the future study, higher studies that you want to pursue, maybe in India, outside India, but also your participation, active participation in the curricular as well as co-curricular activities will help you out in getting good employment, or even start your own employment. Being a department of accountancy also will try to emphasize on encouraging students for self-employment. There was a question asked in the chat box whether there is any kind of provision for CA students, etc. No, I don't know about the provision that you're asking from administrative point of view. But there are 3 chartered accountants, including me, in the department who are practicing chartered accountants. So obviously, when it comes to the higher studies in the field of CA, ICWS, CFA, CMA, we are there to guide you, to help you out with all your difficulties, whatever you would like to, and the queries you have. The teachers will always be there available for you. Let it be regarding articleship, let it be regarding, how to study, or let it be regarding your professional doubts in your exams. You can always approach us, and we are there for you. This is from our end as such. Then then you will be having a national accounting talent search exam that has been conducted in the month of February. It has been conducted by Indian Accounting Association every year, which helps students. It is highly beneficial for the students who are specially appearing for CACMA exam. That certificate is having a great what we can say is a great credibility when you go for your future exams as well as for your professional career. And whatever help you require, maybe from teaching aspects, maybe for guidance regarding how to appear for the exam, or any other guidance that you will require, that will always be provided to you by the department. So far the teachers will be there in your WhatsApp group, in your Telegram group. So anytime you can approach those teachers for whatever doubts you have in your forthcoming, in your year ahead. All the best from my side, and welcome to Somaya once again.
Yeah, thank you, Ketki ma'am. Now we move on to the next department, that is Department of Business Law. I, being the HOD of Business Law, I will introduce you about my subject. Can you see my PPT?
Madam, your screen is visible. PPT will start in a minute, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, good morning, friends. I am Mrs. Monica Sawant, Assistant Professor from Department of Business Law. My colleague, Mr. Sandeep Yadav, too, is an assistant professor. We both are LLM and NET qualified, teaching the subject business law for many years. The aims about our subject, that is business law, we provide high quality education, which is theory as well as practical based. It acquaints students with emerging trends and knowledge in commercial law. The department conducts guest lectures on laws widely applicable in the business. Along with the subject, we are conducting guest lectures, conducting seminars on the contemporary issues as such. Then we have till now conducted many guest lectures and webinars. So to name few of them, we have conducted guest lecture and national seminar on the topic intellectual property rights. Then we have conducted a guest lecture on surrogacy and its implications. Then coming to the major activity that we are going to conduct is we are going to start with a certified course on ethical hacking, and for that orientation as well as guest lecture was also given to the students. So we are coming up with the new foundation as well as intermediate course on ethical hacking. Then we have done screening of the film Article 15, and on that a critical view on the movie was taken from the students. Then we have conducted, we have celebrated Constitution Day, which as you know, it is very important as you being a citizen to celebrate the Constitution Day. So all the students have participated in the Constitution Day, and they have presented the PPT. We have conducted many competitions. Then poster competition was also one of them which was conducted. Then book exhibition along with library staff, in which all the books related to the Constitution were kept, so that all the students will view as to such what are the books that are there in Constitution. Then we have conducted quiz competition, for which at the end of the celebration day, we have awarded the prizes to the students. So that's all about our subject, business law. So thank you very much and all the best for your future. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we come to the next department, that is Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Now I request the head of the department, Mangala Madam, to highlight the students about the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
Hello. Good
Yes, ma'am.
morning, yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Monica, madam. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to all students. I have extend my hearty welcome on behalf of my department to all the FIBCom students. Some of you must have been already our students in the junior college, but some of you must have joined newly. So nothing to fear about. This college, it will make all the next 3 years very, very memorable for you. So I hope that you will enjoy your college life along with building your career. Now regarding maths department, I'll share my screen now with you. A PPT, I'll share with you. Just a moment. Okay, I hope that my screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, madam.
So
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Department of Mathematics and Statistics. So this is the faculty information. We are in all 7 people in the department. Myself, Dr. Mangala Deshpande, and you can see the number of years of experience. I mean, the experienced faculty you can see over here. Many, most of us are 20 above years of experience. And of course, we have a younger colleague, Pratima Kadu, is 4 years of experience. And all are well qualified faculty members and who are very, very helpful. Uday Raj Tambe sir, Mahesh Dravid sir, Dr. Sangeeta Bhatt madam, Rajesh sir, Devdatta madam, Pratima Kadu madam. They are all very, very helpful. Any doubt, anytime you have, you can come, you can approach any one of us, and I assure that all your doubts will be cleared and you will be fully satisfied. Okay. The courses that are taught by our department at FYBCom level, there is a compulsory paper of mathematical and statistical techniques, and at TYBCom level, as a applied component optional paper, we have computer system and applications. So this year, if I become, you will be having this compulsory paper of mathematical and statistical techniques. So though, I mean, there are some students who do not have mathematics till 12th standard. I mean, they had mathematics till 10th standard, and then 11th and 12th, they did not have mathematics. But I, I assure that you need not fear about the subject. Our teachers, they will take care of you so nicely that you will be able to score well in mathematics subject. So you need not fear about the subject. Okay. So as I already mentioned, well qualified and helpful faculty members. Okay, we are having tutorials now since this is pandemic period, so therefore we will not be able to do it right now in the online teaching mode. But as soon as we start with our offline teaching mode, we will be having tutorials every week in which practice sessions are arranged. I mean, we will give you practice problems which you have to solve on your own, and teacher will be there to supervise you, so that you can ask your doubts and you can learn the things better. And then practical sessions are arranged for computer system and application students, which is an optional paper at TYBCom level. So regular tutorial and practical sessions are conducted. Those who are having ATKT, for them we are imparting special coaching because they find it difficult. Once they get KT in maths, they find it difficult to clear the KT. So for them, we specially sit with them, we guide them so that they can clear the subject and they can score good marks. Syllabus in maths and stats, it is so developed that, I mean, the syllabus is such that you can develop your analytical skills. And computer system and application syllabus is designed in such a fashion that when you go in the job market, it will be helpful to you. Particularly, I would like to highlight that our students who have gone for jobs, maybe in the banks or something, they have reported us that, madam, whatever we learned in TY becomes tools such as VLOOKUP, etc., pivot table, etc. They are extremely helpful to us when we have to solve the problems in real life. So these tools will be quite helpful to all of you. Then this is regarding the result of maths department. This is the FY BCom result of last 5 years, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, and 2021. You can see that above 80%. The result is always above 80%. Considering the fact that many of the students do not have maths at 11th and 12th standard, so directly from 10th standard they were having at FY BCom. So, I mean, keeping this fact in mind, 80% is a good percentage of FI BCom result. Then I come to TY BCom result that we have computer system and application optional paper. You can see over here again, last 5 years results are visible over here. So you can see more or less 95% result we are getting, 95 and 95 and above results we are getting. So that's all from maths department. So again, I welcome you all to KJ Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce. And I hope that this will be very, very fruitful years for you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mangala madam. Now we come to the next department, Department of Economics. I call upon Dr. Shubhangi Patil to brief our students about the Department of Economics.
Yes, am I
Yes,
audible?
Shubhangi ma'am. Yeah.
A very good morning to all my dear students. And first of all, let me congratulate you and welcome you to our Somaiya family. Let me share my screen and tell you what we have in our department. I hope my screen is visible, Monica ma'am.
Yes, Shubhangi ma'am. Yes.
Is it in slideshow mode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So,
Please continue.
my dear friends, myself, Dr. Shubhangi Patil, head of the Department of Economics. We have got 6 faculty members in our department. You can see their qualification. All teachers are very well qualified. More than 70% of my staff is PhD holder. So I can assure you that with our research skill, with our extensive and intensive reading, we will make this subject very interesting and applied for you all. We have myself, Dr. Shubhangi Patil head. We have Mrs. Jayashree Kotak. Then we have Dr. Mahendra Mishra sir, Dr. Sunil Chandan Shive, Mrs. Dipali Keluskar, and Dr. Flora Pandya. So this is the faculty of 6 members we are having in our department. Then this is about BA, so I will skip this slide. Yes, so since this is a BCom induction program, let me tell you what we have from economics department. Economics is being offered at 3 years. At FY BCom, you have got economics paper number 1, SY BCom economics paper number 2, and TY BCom economics paper number 3. In FY BCom, you'll be having more of microeconomics. As you know that in 12th standard, you have learned micro and macro, 2 branches of economics. We will be dealing now in detail with those branches. In first year, we'll be dealing with microeconomics in detail. In SY BCom, macroeconomics in more detail. So that will help you in public policy decision making. You will be able to evaluate the current government. You'll be able to understand your own behavior pattern. You'll be able to make a decisions on the basis of with the help of game theory that will be teaching you. And at TY BCom level, we'll be giving you a knowledge about public finance, that is government operations, how does a government make policy, and along with that we will also be making you familiar with the international trade. So this is what we have about the syllabus of economics. Why I'm telling you this in advance, because I know that BCom students have got a fear of economics, they have got a phobia of economics. Economics is a difficult subject, but it is not so, students, and I can assure you from my team, on behalf of my team, that we are going to make this subject very interesting and very realistic for you all. So along with regular BCom program of 3 years economics courses, we are also offering you some add-on courses, some value-added courses. Like in the pipeline right now, we have got 5 courses ready with us. We are ready with the syllabus. Only thing that we want to get a badge. So immediately as soon as you get your WhatsApp group being created, I'll be sharing with you a survey Google form, and where I'll be giving you option of these 5 certificate courses. You not 5, sorry, 4 certificate courses, the first 4, and you can select among them all. You can select 2 courses at a time. So we got basics of cooperation. Our own colleague, Dr. Sunil Chandan Shive, is the coordinator of this course. We'll be also be calling faculty, the professionals from the share market, who will be giving you practical experience, will be sharing their practical experience with you all regarding how the share market trading should be done. We have got alumnus, Karan, Ketan Patwa, and many more who will be coming to, advise you to give you training regarding how the share market trading should be done. Then along with that, we are going to have a collaboration with Meghnad Desai Academy of Economics. You must be aware about this institution, who give PG courses for economists. So they are going to have a collaboration with us on the topics like the basics of mathematics for economists, introduction of econometrics, because many of the students I know would like to go for actuarial science. So in future, so for that, these two subjects should be well versed. You should be well versed in these two subjects, and that's the reason we are going to offer these as a certificate courses. It's a 30 hours course, so hardly it will take 2 to 3 months to complete this course, and you will get a 2 credit points in your mark sheet. So it is going to add up your grade in your mark sheet. That is the reason these certificate courses are being offered. I'm sure you will definitely enroll to any one or any at least 2 of these courses. So very soon you will get the survey link, and you will be joining at least 2 of the courses from our department. So along with certificate courses, we are also, offering you, since we know that economics is being a bit difficult for students, they find it dry, but it is not so, students. I can assure you that after you attend lectures, you will realize that it is really an interesting subject. But still, some students face failure in economics, and don't worry about it, because we arrange remedial classes for you all. Those students who fail in exam, those get 80, we arrange remedial lectures. We put up a proper timetable on the notice board, and we conduct remedial classes for those students to clear their KTs and whatever doubts they are having. We are also having doubt solving session in between our regular schedule. So along with certificate courses, we have discussed a lot about our curricular activities. Now let us talk about our co-curricular activities. So I would like to share with you that we are having our own economics association, and you can see the logo of our association. This logo has been designed by one of our junior college students. So I just would like to get you to this site. Just give me a second. I'll just take you to the web page of just 1 minute. Yes, here. So you can see here, this is our website, Someanomics, created by our own students. Students Economics Association is a students forum. So we have allowed our students to design some co-curricular activities. So one of the best activities I found is that my students developed a website for our department, for our association. And in this website, I'll go very quickly with the main features of the website. Someanomics is the name of our website. You can log in by being a member of this website. We have got a team of teachers and students. I would like to show all the teachers, all the departmental colleagues. My colleagues are the team members of this economics association. Along with this, my core team consists of 6 departments. We have got WebTech department, we have got creators hub, we have got fact analyzers, we have got innovation team, we have got PR team, we have got admin team. So all these core members, along with 40 other economics volunteers, we are organizing various co-curricular activities, academic along with co-curricular activities for our students, so as to make this subject very interesting and applicable. So along with that, I'm sure you are all planning for some competitive exams, so you surely need to have a good GK knowledge. So we are having on our website current affairs page, where our students, the team of my core and economics association, they are, every week they are assembling all the news, last week news, and they are putting the main important news related to economics on this web page. So you can read these news. If you miss a news in last week, you can just go through this current affair page, and you can just update yourself with the news. Along with that, well, one of my favorite platform is Artha Manthan. Artha Manthan is nothing but our yes, is nothing but a discussion forum where we'll be opening a topic for discussion for you all, and you'll be discussing that topic. Students, importantly, you'll be supervised on this topic. So whatever discussion you are doing, it is not going to be unsupervised. We'll be supervising your discussion, your comments, and the best comments, best discussion definitely will be recognized and will be given a prize. So we are having two topics till now open for discussion, like how do advertisement impact on the economy, economic problem in some of the case study we have taken up, and students are discussing on those topics. Along with discussion forum, we have very interesting thing, because most of you still are in teenage and you love to see cartoons. So we are making this subject. I know you say all the time that economics is a dry subject. So we are making it interesting for you by using some cartoon characters. So we have a rabbit and tortoise as the characters that we are using to make your economic concepts very easy and interesting to understand. Like we have in this story, you can see we have demand of rabbit and the supply of tortoise. Both are friends and they both want to meet. So where they can meet together, they can meet. You can see the dialogue. They can meet here. They can demand those houses there, suppliers houses, and they are going to meet where? They're going to meet at Equilibrium Cafe. So that's what you all have learned in 12th standard. Demand equals to supply. That is called as a point of equilibrium. So this is how we are going to make our subject very interesting for you all. And you can also add up into this whatever topics we'll be teaching in the classroom. Students, feel free to design such stories, and we'll be publishing those stories on our story store. So this is how we are not just teaching the subject to you from the textbook, putting into your brain, and just you are just mugging up and just answering in the question paper. No, we are going to make the subject more live for you. Along with this, Economics Association organized various events. So there are many events. Inauguration has been done, and 4 more events. GST talk has been done by one of my our alumnus. So there are various events we do organize, and after participating in all these events, students, I would like to see you all on this Achievers page. So you can see my SYB student Diti Dikshit. She was actively participating in discussion forum, so she got a prize. She's a winner for that discussion forum Artha Manthan competition. Along with our students, even we are allowing outside students to participate in various competitions in our college. So we have Muskan Sheikh from Vivekananda College. We have Akshay Kalbhor from Satara. He has also won prize in one of the competitions. So just in the last 3 months, we have arranged so many competitions and so many students are winning prizes out of it. So these are the events we have. And for 3 years, you have the chance to become popular by participating in various co-curricular activities of Economics Association. And after 3 years, I would like to see you here. I would like to see you in our alumni page. So you can see, I don't have a time enough because I'm just consuming the time of other teachers. So let me just go quickly. You can just go through this web page and just check what are the alumni of our college are doing now. They are so successful. So if you would like to be so successful, just do your study regularly, be sincere, and attend lectures regularly, and make your career more prosperous. So various activities. Along with that, we also organize various field visits to give you a practical experience of what we teach in the classroom. So we arrange a field visit to various companies, factories, even to banks, to share mark to the Bombay Stock Exchange, to National Stock Exchange, etc. So this is what all about our Economics Association. So students, if you want to participate in this association, yes, then you have to just log into the Somyanomics page, and you just get a membership of the same, and then you can participate in various activities. You can write blogs also. We have got a blog page also where you can write blog for our association. So students, if you have a quality like this to enrich our association, please register yourself as a member. That is, you will be organizing various events for our association. So either you can be a participant for our association, or you can be a member of our association where you'll be organizing various events. So I'm just sharing a link with you all to be a member in the chat box. Just give me a minute. Give me a second, sorry. I'll just share a link. in the chat box. I'll share a link with you. I can't see the chat box right now. I'll just share a link with you all very soon. And please be a member of this. We'll be conducting interviews of you all. And on the basis of the best performance, you will be selected as a member. And then thereby you can participate as well as you can organize various events for our association. So with this, I end my presentation. Over to you, Monica madam. Students, I'm just sharing a link with you all here for getting a membership. Yes. Over to you, Monica madam.
Yeah, thank you, Shubhangi ma'am. Very interesting department. So I wish to join. Okay, so let's go to the next department, Department of Business Communication. I request Mrs. Meera Venkatesh to introduce the Department of Business Communication to our students.
Thank you, Monica ma'am. Good morning, everybody. I welcome you all again. I met you all yesterday when I introduced the library to you all. Today, I would like to talk to you about the business communication subject, which is there as an option for you all. Let me share my slide, my PPT with you. Is this visible, Monica ma'am?
No, Meera madam.
Okay. Okay, one second. Please spare me a minute. Is this visible now, ma'am?
Yes, Meera ma'am.
All right. My name is Meera, and I'm a part of the English department, which conducts the business communication subject for all the divisions of FI BCom. Basically, the Department of English is responsible for conducting business communication in the commerce stream, but we're also majorly into conducting courses for the arts faculty of the college, wherein we are teaching subjects like communication skills, mass communication, journalism, and of course, the master's course in English literature, the undergraduate specialization in English literature. So a major chunk of our workload is in the humanities department, but we are glad to be associated with the commerce department because we get to interact with students of the commerce department as well when we are teaching them an important subject called business communication, about which I'm going to share a little bit of detail here in the time. Now, business communication as such is an important subject for all those who are aspiring to be chartered accountants, company secretaries, lawyers, management trainees, management personnel, or any even self-employed people, entrepreneurs. Anything that you communicate in the world of business, it has to be done in a very, very methodical manner. Otherwise, it might not leave a very good impact on your employers or on your team members. So basically, we are looking at introducing this course at the first year level itself, so that you all become more proficient by the time you graduate. And by the time you finish your higher education, you all should be able to be good communicators on the basis of what you have learned in the business communication course. So basically, commerce stream learners should know about the complexities of the communication process. It is not as simple as just speaking English, but then there are many things being involved in the communication process. You also become good listeners, because as managers, as team members, it is essential for you to first be a good listener before you actually convey things to your team. You are also being trained in participating in all the writing skills and spoken skills. Of course, yes, all of us as students in India, we are trained very well to write. But then what is also important is for us to be able to speak, which is what we do exactly in the tutorial sessions about which I'm going to be talking to you. And you're also being trained and introduced and trained to the electronic media, because all of us now, and especially now during the pandemic times, had it not been for the digital media and the electronic media, probably our education would have lacked and we would have not really been able to move ahead. So we are also introducing you things like how do you communicate via the internet, how do you use laptops, how do you use computers, how do you use the overhead projectors in the classrooms and in your meetings, and many other things that electronic media is able to introduce, is able to convey to us. All right. And after completing the 2 semesters, you are offered business communication only in the first year, in semester 1 and in semester 2. But once you have got introduced to this is what you would call as a skill development course. It's not a very core subject like the way accountancy would be, or the way commerce subjects are. We're just being an ancillary supporting hand and letting you know that once you are trained in the field of commerce, once you step out into the employment market, you should be having these skills to be able to succeed in your jobs, in your careers, in your to be able to rise up in your careers. You need to be good listeners, good speakers, good readers, good writers, and that purpose is what this course is trying to fulfill. And of course, all those who aspire to compete in the national level and international level examinations, we also conduct a lot of mock interviews, presentations. We are training you with how to write your statement of purposes, build up your resumes. We are making you very, very competent in all kinds of business correspondences. You should be able to write a mail, you should be able to write a letter of recommendation, you should be able to write a statement of purpose. And by this, you are also becoming good researchers in terms of knowing how to put in your content together. And as our teachers earlier have been speaking about, you need to build up a good resume to be able to compete in the market that is going to throw up opportunities for you the moment you step out of your college. All right. Now, the course as such is evaluated, as I just mentioned, in 2 semesters. And we have 75 marks external examination and 25 marks internal examination. The tutorial sessions are also used for internal assessment of 25 marks. Those who attend tutorial sessions, participate in all those activities of the tutorials, are also being included for your internal marks. The syllabus for each semester has 4 units. And of course, all the 4 units are assessed, they are examined. So I'm just giving you just to introduce you to what kind of topics you will be coming across in business communication. This is just a semester 1. As and when our lectures start, we will be sharing the details of semester 1, sharing the syllabus with you. But just as an introduction to like what exactly is the content of business communication. We are teaching you the basic concept of communication. We are looking at how communication travels within organizations. Of course, these are all very typically uh, mm, organizational communication that we're talking to you about. We are looking at the objectives of organizational communication and business communication. We are teaching you how to identify the barriers in your communication process so that you really do become effective communicators. We are teaching you basic etiquettes in spoken communication. For example, when you begin to speak in a team, when you begin to address a large audience, what are the basic etiquettes that you need to follow? And not really only in group communication, but otherwise also you need to be well mannered in your communication. So that's a kind of a training that we have tried to give it to you at the first year itself. Then we are looking at, of course, we cannot escape writing because most of the writing that takes place in organizations, especially for commerce students, is to write business letters, to write out business emails, to write out business, your personnel correspondence, which is talking about job applications and letters of acceptance, letters of resignation, etc. Then a lot of the writing skills are also pushed ahead a little bit. One step ahead we move when we're teaching you to write persuasive and analytical writing. How to persuade people, because most of you are also going to be marketing professionals or any kind of management professionals. So you need to be persuasive in your writing, and you need to analyze whatever is coming on your desk. So even if, say, for example, you are having a balance sheet and you need to report the balance sheet, or you are You have attended a seminar and you don't need to write a report on the seminar. So all kinds of persuasive analytical writing are included in all of this. We are teaching you report writing. We are teaching you to summarize whatever you have heard or attended. You are putting all of that in precise points in terms of précis writing. You are able to clarify what you have heard. So a lot of thought process goes into writing, and this is a kind of a training that will help you to develop your thought process. And of course, nobody can escape emails now. So business emails and how to write your memorandums when you are in your workplace is also something that we are introducing you to it. Basically, what we have thought about is the moment a graduate in commerce steps out onto the job market, what are the situations that he or she is going to face right away, and how is the candidate being presented to the to the employment market. So if you're a product of Somaiya, the employer will be assured that I don't need to teach anything extra to the student. He or she has come with all these already in his pocket. All right. So your resume should be able to convey to the employer or to your higher education authorities that you are a complete package by yourself, and there is an extra edge to your education which will help you to move ahead further. So I really look forward to meeting you all, and we are 6 members in the English department who will be engaging business communication lectures for the 10 divisions in our college, and each one of us would try our not try, actually we do our best to see that you become better communicators the moment you are stepping out of your graduate course. So I thank you all for coming in and listening to us, and loads of luck to all of you all for your course ahead, for your 3 years, and wish you all the best for your next 3 years in the college. It's over to Monica ma'am now.
Yeah, thank you, Meera ma'am. We move on to the next department, that is Department of Environmental Science. I now request Mr. Sandeep Kulkarni to give information about his department.
Thank you, Monica madam, and I welcome all of again. If Monica madam is the pilot of this session and you are all the passengers, then I am the ATC in charge, air traffic controller. So I've been controlling the entire session. You can make out. I've been admitting the students and then connecting all the teachers and you all. Welcome again. And it's already 11:56, so I can say good afternoon. I am the head of the Department of Environmental Studies, and I'll be briefing you about the department and the activities conducted in the department. Please bear with me. I'll stop my video for a moment and then share my screen. Okay, are you all able to see this PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yes, our department, Environmental Studies, had established in the year 1972. It's a whole department. It was initially called as Economic and Commercial Geography, but later on when EVS became an important subject in the academics, this was converted into Environmental Studies for FI BCom level. We are 2 faculty members here in this department. I am Sandeep Kulkarni. I'm heading the department currently, and there is one more faculty, Ms. Mamta Tendulkar, for teaching EVS for you. There are 9 divisions, and FI BCom EVS is a compulsory subject, and we are both from a science background, not to worry, but we will make this subject come very easy for you to understand. The objective of this subject is to make students aware about various environmental issues and to influence its influence on trade and commerce, because when you are studying commerce, you are nothing but dealing with trade and commerce, isn't it? To highlight relationship between environment, economy, and society. We also struggle to create awareness among the students about their role and their duties towards the sustainable development. And we also want to make students aware about practical application of the subject in the corporate world as well. Since our college has been autonomous and we have changed this subject for syllabus for a certain period, and now we are heading towards the fourth cycle, and we have again changed the subject, and we have tried to make this subject very student friendly, because teaching a science topic to a commerce background student is really tough job, which we teachers are doing here. But we have made it so soothing that you won't be feeling it as a alien subject. And we have designed it in such a manner that commerce students get oriented to this subject. And we have introduced the topics like environmental audit, corporate social responsibilities, environment and society, etc., which are more commerce and commerce, economics, and socially important. We conduct several co-curricular and extension activities also, and our management, the Somaiya Trust, is very helpful in this aspect, and they have been encouraging and motivating us to conduct several activities. And under their guardianship, and their funded project, we could do survey work at Tera village long back. And then our students and faculty could participate in the extension program conducted in Karnataka. And also training sessions organized by the management for the teachers and the students. We participated in the training session conducted by Environmental Sanitation Institute, Ahmedabad. So these are just few to name, but there are many other activities which we conduct. Over to the Environmental Awareness Association, which we have it under EVS department. And here I am the chairperson of the committee. My colleague Mamta Tendulkar madam, she is also the member of this committee. And Mayur Shelke sir from your commerce department is a member of this association. Well, this department has, as I said, it was established in 1972, and in the year from 20 years back, this association was started, and since then many eminent people have visited the department for different occasions. To name them, we have Dr. Priyadarshini Karve, who is the director of Samuchit Enviro Private Limited. Then we have Sirajuddin, who is the president of Deccan Environmental Research Organization. Then we had Dr. Sanjay Bhandari, who is the dean of mechanical engineering from Somaiya Engineering College. Then Dr. Vidyadhar Valavalkar, who is the general secretary of Enviro Vigil Thane. And activities which we conduct, we have been conducting is religiously we are organizing World Environment Day celebration every year, 5th June. Even this year also we had organized it online, of course online. Then pre-plantation program is a common activity which we conduct. Then EVS film screening. Then visit to different places outside the college. Like we have visit to Maharashtra Nature Park, or visit to Bhandu pumping station for bird watching sessions, etc. And we also conduct workshops within the college for our students. And you can see here workshop on solid waste management and workshop on organic farming. These are all the students, and along with the faculty, we all had visited Maharashtra Nature Park, which is very close by here. Then, as I said, EVS film screening, along with the Drishti Film Forum, which is one of the association in our college, we conduct this program where we screen the films related to environment. You can see our students visiting Samirwadi, which is a place in Karnataka for the project Rural Sustainability. Then I'm proud to say that our department was got a chance to organize an event on environment and society to mark the 150 years of Mumbai University. It was a large gathering here in our campus. Around 300 to 500 participants were present, and this was a program which we hosted. Then tree plantation program nearby. Then you can see solid waste management workshop being conducted. And the last pic, you can see students visiting Bandu pumping station, nearby place where Dr. Sonali Devgirikar from Commerce Department, she guides us for bird watching, to understand the importance of bird and identifying the birds, etc. And she's a trained ornithologist. Ornithologist means person expert in study of birds. So such programs we conduct. And since last 2 years, you can see that due to pandemic, we couldn't move out, go anywhere, but still we could manage to conduct some activities online. Like we conducted, we organized World Environment Day last year also. And then following year, we conducted webinar on e-waste management, where Dr. Dwarkanath Prabhu, who is an expert in electronic waste management, he was the guest speaker. Then this year we conducted again World Environment Day celebration, where Dr. Nilima Kulkarni, retired faculty from Kelkar College, was the chief guest, and she is active participant in conservation of the forest. And this was her lecture guiding our students to learn about the eco-restoration activities. Then finally, I would like to give you a brief note about one thing, and that is about the certificate course which our department has established. And this is certificate course in ecological studies and environmental management, where any undergraduate students can join this course. You'll get around 5 credits for completing this course, and then the duration will be 15 hours per unit. Then, as I said, eligibility is 12 plus graduates, or you can, even the professionals also can join this activity. So if you're interested in doing this certificate course, you can give your names once we announce the admission for this course. You can register yourself, and then you can be a part of this association, and you can complete this course also, certificate course, and get benefited from this. I hope I could convince you a lot in giving the information about the department. So see you soon in the once the college starts. So over to Monica madam now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now we move on to the last and the next department, that is Department of Foundation course. I request Dr. Gaurav Gadgil sir to give our students information about foundation course.
Thank you, ma'am. In fact, foundation course is not a department in its own right. It's a subject which is going to be taught in the first and the second year. And let me share my screen with you so it becomes clear about what all activities we will be learning in this journey of foundation course. Now, foundation course is a subject which is going to be common for both the first year BCom students as well as the first year BA students who have enrolled in our college in this academic year. Now, foundation course has been considered as an integral component when it comes to the studies for successfully completing your graduate degree, either in commerce or in the domain of arts. It has been considered extremely important to undergo this course because this helps you in different myriad ways into developing an individual personality that you will be having eventually. Now, as I said in the beginning, the foundation course is going to be taught to you for 2 years. There'll be a subject called as Foundation Course 1, FC1. That will be in the first year of your degree course. And in the second year, you'll be having FC2, which will be taught for the first 4 semesters, the first 2 semesters of the first year and third and fourth semester of the second year, which is there. Now, through these 4 semesters which are there of foundation course, you will be introduced to a lot of developments that are taking place around you. Now, one of the reasons why foundation course was thought important to be introduced into the curriculum of the undergraduate studies is because it was found that the students have expert knowledge when it comes to their own domain of study. So a commerce or account student will be having in-depth knowledge about commerce and accountancy, but not about the other subjects that surround him or her. The same way, a first-year BA student or a BA graduate will have in-depth knowledge in the subject that he has graduated in, perhaps a subject like history or political science or sociology or economics, but not knowledge about the other subjects. So it was thought, why not have a subject like foundation course, which will make the student aware about the developments which are taking place in the society around him or her, the political developments which are there, the constitution of the land, which is the basic fundamental law of the land on the basis of which you have every country, including ours, running, the economy which is surrounding us, the economic transformations which have been taking place in the more recent times, the role that technology has been playing. And I think everyone will agree over here that technology has been playing a profound role in our lives over the past few years. Now, technology has always been important, but the importance of it has been felt more in the recent times, particularly in the last 1.5 years of the pandemic. Now, all these things, whether it is the economy, whether it is technology, the society, the polity, all are interlinked to environment. And we are constantly hearing about the reasons for environmental degradation and how we need to protect our environment. The Department of Environmental Studies is undoubtedly going to talk in great depth about it. But along with that, environment and basic concepts of environmental awareness will also be spoken of in the foundation course subject to make each and every student aware about the developments that are taking place around them. Now, the reason why the foundation course subject has been introduced as a subject for 2 years in the undergraduate courses is to help build the general knowledge of every student. Now, once you have the general awareness and knowledge which has been built around one's own surroundings, so we know a few basic things about the social system, why there are numerous social problems existing in India, why is there a conflict between traditionality and modernity which is taking place, how you have the different manifestations of technology, the uses and misuses of it, how society and changing political situations have compelled the change of economic systems as well, or vice versa, how economic changes have brought about changes in society and polity. Now, all these things will make you aware about your surroundings and will significantly build on to the general knowledge. Now, many times it is observed that people have in-depth knowledge in their own discipline, but they lack a general knowledge. Whatever general knowledge is based on WhatsApp messages and what has been called as a WhatsApp university. Many of the things which are being circulated may not always be right. So this subject will help in advancing general knowledge and general awareness amongst the students. And this comes in helpful because this is a forum which will provide not only a one-way learning mechanism wherein the lecturer or the professor comes and teaches, but this is a place where on general issues, we can have more constructive discussions, debates, which will help in improving your personality, which may be helpful to you in your all future endeavors, whether it is in the field of business or whether it is in the field also of a service industry. So from an all-rounded personality development, from adding to the general knowledge and general awareness of our surroundings, and to make an individual, a complete human being, empathetic to the developments which are taking place around him or her, the foundation course is an important subject to learn. It is a fun learning experience as well, because this is a session in which it is a student-centric approach which is adopted. Teaching learning takes place in a more interactive manner. The students get an opportunity to speak, to express their opinions in the classroom. And since this is an area where most of us already have opinions, whether it is the polity, whether it is society, economy, technology, environment, etc., the opinions can make the learning experience far more richer. We are all waiting for the doors of the college to physically open for all the students, but till then, we will be interacting in a digital classroom as and when the timetable is put up. There are different faculty members which will be coming to different divisions to teach the foundation course subject. And the coordinator for the foundation course subject is Shashank Nikumb sir. Hopefully, we will meet in a physical classroom soon, but till that time, the learning need not stop. Till that time, we'll all interact, we meet, and increase our general awareness in a FC classroom. Thank you so much for listening patiently. Over to you, Monica ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav Gadgil sir. So, dear students, if you have any queries, you can ask right now.
Monica ma'am,
Yes.
see from yesterday I have been noticing that the students have been asking about what is the provision for CA. So let them exactly explain what do you mean by the word provision. And secondly, they're asking about attendance. So I think Commerce Department and Accounts Department's heads should clarify very clearly at the word go. They have been really a nuisance by asking about it again and again from yesterday. They don't seem to have paid attention to anything else except these two questions. So please ask sir to clarify. Sir, and I think Ketki ma'am.
Can I answer this, Monica madam?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, so student, I am giving you my, okay, tell me what do you mean by provision? So I don't understand the question. That's why it is not answered, I guess, till now. What do you mean by provision for CA or CA student? You want to know about some doubt solving or some classes taking, some tutorials? What is your question? What do you mean by provision for CA student?
Nilesh sir, somebody called Sri Krishnan was putting this from yesterday morning session. He has been putting it time and again. So he should be answering what does he mean by the word provision.
So one student, Riya, is asking, Madam, attendance is compulsory for CA student? Yes, CA student, yes. There is no exemption from the college to any student, whoever is doing CA or CS from the attendance. So it is compulsory. From attendance. One more question, I think Roshni saying.
They are asking about the books that will be given by the each class teacher as such as to which publications has to be used. So
which book to buy for which subject are they asking? So then only subject.
Yeah, so that will be given by their own class teachers, subject teachers as such.
Okay, so Harish is asking, what if the CA or CS exam dates are clashing with FI become exam date? Harish, thankfully till now it has never happened that your CA or CS exam are clashing with our college exam. So we do take care of the situation. We understand that CA students will have some exams to appear. or CA students will have exam to appear, and we ensure that there are no clashing happening. We accommodate these students. We actually schedule the exam accordingly so that it doesn't clash with any of the other professional courses. When will the lectures commence? Lecture will commence. We will be notified by the college when will the lectures commence. Queries regarding the subject? Okay, sir has already answered. Any more question from any student? No, Ria, I would put it differently. You are asking about relief. I also did my CA when I was in college. I was part of Somaiya College Arts and Commerce, जिस college में आप अभी पढ़ने वाले हो. I also attended a lecture, and if you have chosen or if you have started your career with the CA or CS course, then you are prepared already in your mind to do double duty of the college as well as of the professional courses. So no exemption you should expect from the college for this. Laksh, we can't comment as of now. What is the date of college starting? I am not aware in my individual capacity. Once we are aware, we will communicate. Once or the college will communicate this to you, either on the website, it will be put up, and you will know. Yeah, as the sir is saying, Gargil sir, all the communication or the lecture will be done on Telegram and the college website.
So we are coming to the end of the second day induction program. So I would like to thank our principal, vice principal, deans for giving us the opportunity to conduct the program. I thank all the faculty members who have shared the activities and information about their department. We thank Mr. Sandeep Kulkarni sir, who was the air traffic controller, and Mamta madam for trusting us and giving us the opportunity to conduct the induction program. We also thank all those who are working relentlessly behind the scene. And finally, our audience, patiently listening and maintaining discipline and silence. Thank you, everyone. Now I request Mr. Nilesh sir to play with our national anthem. And for that, I request each one of you to rise for the national anthem. Thank you so much. Nilesh sir?
Nilesh sir, should I share the screen and play the anthem? Monica ma'am, is that all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Himalaya, Ganga, Uchala Jala Vitaranga.
Yeah, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow at same time with the same link provided on the Telegram for the third day of our induction program. Thank you very much.